Hey guys, I hope you're doing well today. Before I get into this video, I want to thank you guys so much for your support on my last video, which was a get ready with me. But I was talking about my channel and how I feel about it and how I've kind of been like down in the dumps about it. And you guys were super sweet. I still need to get back to comments to you guys, but I did read all of them and I just wanted to thank you guys. Today's video will be a flashback favorites. In these videos, I go back to my past favorites videos, which are typically end of the year favorites or current favorites. I don't do monthly favorites because I don't bring in a ton of products each month and have favorites all the time. A lot of times I use the same products, so I thought I would do another flashback favorites video. I also should be filming a current favorites video soon. It'll probably go up a few videos after this video. You'll see one of those soon, but I'm gonna go into two different favorites videos. That one was from current makeup and beauty favorites from fall 2018. I'm sorry, I'm looking at my paper right here, which I have my notes on. And then it looks like the other one was the best makeup of 2018. In each favorites video, I will go through the products and let you know whether or not I still have them, decluttered them, maybe even returned them, or if I used them up. First, I'm gonna go into the current makeup and beauty favorites from fall 2018. And I used up the Andalou Naturals Perfecting Cream, the Marshmallow Pumpkin Latte Body Cream from Bath & Body Works, the Elf Flawless Finish Foundation, the Ofra Cool as a Cucumber Face Primer, the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector Pressed in Champagne Pop, the Bite Matte Cream Lip Crayon in Glacé, the Catrice Glam & Doll Volume Waterproof Mascara. I think they discontinued that one, otherwise I would continue to buy it today. I also finished the Tarte Make Believe in Yourself eyeshadow palette. That was my Pan That palette, I think in 2019 maybe. Finished the Ulta Cream Shadow in Smoky Quartz, the Stila Gold Goddess Little Glitter. It's one of their minis. And then I also finished one of their Diamond Dust minis. I also finished the Milani Eye Primer. I decluttered the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip in Alyssa. I just haven't been using a ton of liquid lipsticks this year and even in 2019, so I think I decluttered that one last year. And I also decluttered the Ulta Beauty Cream Shadow in Rose Gold. I liked those cream shadows and I have panned them before, but I feel like for that rose gold one, it made my eyeshadows really chunky, so that's why I decluttered it. Moving on to the products that I still have from that current favorites video. I still have my Too Faced Melted Matte Mini in Sugar Cookie. I believe I got this in 2017, so this one's actually fairly old and I think I will be decluttering it soon. It still smells okay, but I just haven't been using it a ton lately. So here's what it looks like, and it smells decent. It's supposed to smell like sugar cookies, and I think it still does. Yeah, it still smells okay. I do really like the Too Faced Melted Matte Lipstick formula. I'm not a big fan of liquid lipsticks anymore. I'm pretty picky, especially now with wearing masks. I'm not wearing a ton of lip products, but I feel like if I'm gonna wear a lip product, it's either gonna be a lip balm or even a liquid lipstick underneath the mask, because then it won't really transfer as much. I'll give you a swatch. This is a really beautiful light nude, and it's more on the warm toned side. So here is what the Sugar Cookie shade looks like. I really like this underneath the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. It looks gorgeous that way. And I only want to declutter it just because it's getting old, but I might try to pan it this year. I'm kind of going back and forth between decluttering it, so I'm not really sure. I also have another mini of the Stila Glitter Glow in Diamond Dust. So I panned one in that video, and I also repurchased this. I believe I repurchased it during holiday 2019. So this is what the packaging looks like. And this is a really beautiful glitter that has rainbow sparkles and a silver base. It is gorgeous, and I did pull the stopper out of here, and this is currently in a project, but it's starting to dry up, I feel like. So here is the Diamond Dust. As you can see, it's super pretty. I love pairing this with cool toned looks or silver looks. It is really gorgeous, but it is drying up. When I pulled out the stopper, I knew it would dry out fairly quickly, but it would just make it so much easier to use. This is currently in my finish 5 by Fall, and I want to finish it in that project, so I really need to get my butt moving before this dries up. And lastly, from my current favorites for fall 2018, I have my Makeup Revolution Incandescent highlighter palette, and it has 4 different highlighters in here, and this is the more like light skin toned one. I believe they do have a deeper one as well. And it does have 4 highlighters in here, and I actually use all of them. This is one of the very few face palettes that I absolutely love every single shade. This one is the darkest one in here, so typically I use this one as a blush topper or a blush itself. It is super pretty. And then I don't use this icy one that often. I'll use it by itself sometimes if I want a really cool toned inner corner highlight. It is really icy for the face, so I don't typically use it that way. But I will mix it with the gold shade or the peachy shade, and I do use these two by themselves. I absolutely love this palette. I went ahead and swatched out all of the highlighters. This is the icy one, the gold, the peachy shade, and then the dark bronzy peachy shade. This formula is kind of unique because it does look like it's just like a pressed highlighter, but it kind of has a baked formula, but it's extremely smooth. There's some baked products that are kind of a little bit more gritty, but these are very pigmented and they have kind of a thinner formula, but still a decent amount of pigment. This is my favorite highlighter palette ever, and these are my favorite highlighters that I've tried. This will always be a favorite. Now moving on to the best makeup of 2018, and this is just in my opinion. I used up the CVS makeup remover, the Flower Beauty Light Illusion foundation, the ColourPop No Filter concealer, a bunch of Mario Badescu sprays because I think I mentioned the rose one and the green tea one, the e.l.f. Flawless Finish foundation, the Too Faced Born This Way loose setting powder, the Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter in Blossom Glow, the e.l.f. highlighting powder in Pearl Glow, the Fenty Gloss Balm in Fussy, a bunch of Doll 10 lipsticks. I discovered that lipstick formula and I really liked it. The Milani Eye Primer, the Essence Eyeliner. This was the Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever, the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, the NYX Tinted Brow Mascara in Brunette, the Stila Glitters again in Diamond Dust and Gold Goddess, and then the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill eyeshadow palette. I decluttered the Milani Baked Blush in Berry Amore. I only decluttered it because it was pretty similar to my Laura Geller blush in Honeysuckle, but I kind of regret decluttering that one because that blush was really nice. And then again, I decluttered the ColourPop Alyssa Ultra Satin Lip, and I actually think they discontinued the Ultra Satin Lips, which is a shame because for liquid lipsticks, those are probably one of the most comfortable ones on the market. Moving on to the items that I still have, and this was one that I have finished and repurchased, and I've repurchased so many bottles of this. This is the Mario Badescu Skincare Facial Spray with Aloe, Cucumber, and Green Tea. This is a larger size that I have right now, and I'm hoping it'll last me for a couple months. I use this for a facial spray, so I'll use it for like toner. I'll use it as a finishing spray for my makeup, which I didn't do today. I'll probably do it after this video. I use this after my foundation, before my powder. I've also tried the Rose Water one and the Orange Blossom spray, and they both smell really good. This one's my favorite just because I like the scent of it more. Another item that I have finished and repurchased was the Fenty Beauty Gloss Bomb in Fussy. This was their more pinky shade of their gloss bombs, and it is beautiful. I think I've used up 2 of these so far, either 1 or 2, and I've also used up the Universal one. It is more of like a red shade. This one is gorgeous. So here is the Fussy shade. So as you can see, it's a hint of pink, but it is very reflective, and I think it would look good on so many different people. It does have some micro shimmers in it, and it smells really good too. It smells like sweet tarts, and I love the formula of the Fenty Gloss Bomb. I haven't been wearing it as much lately because I've been wearing my CoverGirl gloss a little bit more, just because that one feels more like a lip balm, and sometimes this can be a little bit thick on the lips. I still love this one, and I try to always have it in my collection because it is still a favorite. I feel like I'm constantly repurchasing this product. This is the Essence Long Lasting Eye Pencil in Black Fever. So in that favorites video, I mentioned that I used this one up. Here's another one. I've used up so many of these. I'm probably in like the 10 to 20 range right now of how many of these I've panned because I've been using it for several years now. I did kind of a larger swatch right there, but this is such a good liner. It stays in the waterline really nicely, and it's very pigmented and black, very creamy. I feel like you really shouldn't spend much money on the, especially black eyeliner pencil. There's so many good ones out there and so many more affordable ones than like high-end ones. If you have really sensitive eyes, maybe go with the high-end one, but I've never had any issues with this one, and it stays all day for me. And lastly, I have 2 eyeshadow palettes, both of which are from BH Cosmetics. The first one is my older one. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. It looks like this. And this is a really awesome half neutral, half colorful palette. I have panned several of them. As you can see, I've used up a bunch and I have hit pan on a few. I have Candy in my crease, which is this like corally peachy shade. It is a satin formula, but it does blend out and looks kind of like a matte. And I'm also using Escape, which is this beautiful mid-toned brown shade. I have this on my outer corner, and I could have used this bronze shade in Flash and got a similar look, but I just decided to use the shade from my Pan That palette today. Otherwise, I would have used it. The eyeshadows in here are such great quality. I did do a full review on this palette several years ago. I think it was in 2018. I'll link that up in the cards if you're interested, because it does have full swatches in there. But I have gotten a ton of use out of this palette, as you can see. I've done so many colorful looks, a bunch of neutral looks with it. I do wish the shimmers were similar to the ones in the next palette that I'm going to show you, which is the Zodiac palette, hint hint. I just like the quality of the Zodiac shimmers a little bit better, but these ones are still really good. They're still pigmented, they're very smooth. Since I have swatches in that review video, I will just go on to the Zodiac palette, because you can look at the swatches in that video of the Weekend Festival palette. So the last one is my Zodiac palette from BH Cosmetics, and I've also gotten a ton of use out of this one. Here's what it looks like. And this is also a half neutral, half colorful palette, but it's very jewel toned. I've also used up a few of these shades and hit pan on some others. I did go ahead and swatch a few of the shades. So here are 3 of the shimmers, and then here are a couple of the mattes. I've sung the praises of this palette so many times on my channel. I love it so much. The quality is just amazing. You really can't beat the blendability and pigmentation of the matte shadows, and also the pigmentation and metallicness of the shimmer shadows. And usually for baked eyeshadows, I feel like they can also be pretty hit or miss. They can usually be kind of dry and not always that pigmented. These are super smooth and very pigmented, and I am interested in picking up some of the other versions of the Zodiac palette, but I've heard the quality is not always as good as the original, so I'm kind of hesitant. Let me know what your thoughts are on, especially like the Love Signs palette, which I think is the second version of this. Let me know what you think, because I might pick that one up if the quality is just as good as this one. So that is it for my Flashback Favorites video. Most of these products are still favorites. The only thing I would say isn't necessarily a favorite anymore is the Too Faced liquid lipstick, and that's just because I haven't been using it as much within the last year or so, but it's still a really good product. But for the most part, these are all favorites. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. I also have a horse channel if you want to check it out. It is called C&K Equestrian. I'll have it linked down below. Hope you guys have an amazing day, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Talk to you later. Bye.